sorry, darling. It's like it's that
better.
mountain deck thing.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Do you have a side?
Allen pad. No, not really, but I just feel better doing it like
Me
this.
too. It's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
I feel better on
Nice.
this side as
Yeah.
well. Listen, I'm very excited now.
So am I.
You know why? Because he's fresh out of the bake-off tent. Noel Fielding is finally joining me in my neck of the woods.
There he is.
Yes!
A new mouthful of a series, the completely made-up adventures of Dick Turpin. Noel swapped hot cakes for highway robbery back in 1735.
You've probably heard of me. Dick Turpin, new leader of the Essex gang.
Highwayman murder and rob.
You're not a highwayman, Dick.
I've got this. We strike on 3. 1, 2. We'll get the next one.
I've seen you prancing around in your funny shirt.
I'm new school, and there's going to be less violence on my watch. Is there anything that I could have done to improve your highway robbery experience? But we're just as tough as any other gang in here.
Here's your peppermint tea, Dick. Put a splash of honey in it. I know you got a scratchy throat.
Thanks, little Karen.
There's only one man brainless enough to steal from the syndicate.
Thank you, Dick. I don't know what we'd do without you. Oh, I love it. Well,
Yes.
Noel's here to tell us more about this new series. Hello! Good to see you. I've missed you.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Take it easy.
I've been in the bake-off tent, haven't
We know, we
You
know.
can't just
I
call
can't.
it
How
all
are
for
you?
yourself.
I've really missed you.
I can't take this seriously.
I know. This is we're all on the telly now.
I know.
This is crazy.
What happened? That's an
I'm in
admin
this
error.
morning mode now.
Oh, it's different for you. You got to
Yeah,
take
a
it
little
seriously.
bit. I have different hats.
Nice cushions. Can I take that one with me?
Yeah,
can.
go for it. It's
Okay,
yours.
yeah.
No, this series. Now, you know, it's like you work in telly and you'll see someone doing something.
Yeah.
And you think, good on them. But this is, I can honestly say, the first time in my entire career I've seen someone do a show, I'm like, I am actually jealous of you doing this because this has got it all.
Oh.
You can dress up, period,
Yeah.
comedy, great cast. I mean,
got a good
how long
cast.
did it take you from writing it to actually getting it on?
5 years.
Wow.
I know. We did a pilot, but then there was the pandemic and all of that stuff, and then there was a few things that put it right back. But Apple has stuck with us, really. They've been amazing.
Yeah.
And, yeah,
Look at that.
the cast's crazy.
Yeah.
There's so many good people in it. You two should be in it. You
Well-
look
well,
great in thigh-high boots.
Well, what I was actually doing there was a slow angle into that. I thought,
for the next series?
really flatter you, and then go, are you doing a series too?
Just
I
text.
can be a beggar at the side of the road, just lobbing all veg at me.
Just text me up, and I've got loads of thigh-high boots at my house, so if not, just
in.
come round and we'll get dressed up.
I am all over it.
So how did you decide to play him? Because essentially he's a murderer, isn't he?
Yeah, he was. I think I've played him in a different way.
Yeah.
My character of Dick is vegan. He's a pacifist. His dad was a butcher in real life, and so yeah, Mark Heap plays my dad, who's amazing, and my brother plays my cousin Benny. Which is quite weird. And then,
Brilliant.
so he didn't want to work. He didn't want to be a butcher. So we've made out my character a vegan, and he's a pacifist. He's not very good at riding a horse. He can't fight. He can't do anything really. He's just got ideas. He's got.
This is Dick Turpin we're talking about.
Yeah.
This is Dick Turpin. Now, for me, doing this series for yourself, starting off Mighty Boosh comedy, but doing the Bake Off, do you kind of find people now, do you have to remind them you're actually I'm a comedian, I'm from that world?
Yeah, a little bit. I think there's a whole generation of kids that have just seen me in the tent and think that's my house and that I live with Paul Hollywood. I do,
That's
actually.
the dream.
Do you live with Paul Hollywood?
Yeah, we've got bunk beds. He's top bunk, obviously, but, you know,
But
sometimes
he's really excited about this, isn't he?
he keeps ringing me up and going, I'm so excited. Do you know what? He'd be good in Dick Turpin.
Oh, he'd be amazing.
With his blue eyes.
Yeah. What about Hugh? What's it like to work with him?
Well, Hugh Bonneville was amazing because he was a little bit like Julian Barrett, actually. Similar sort of clown status and quite high status and, you know, pompous. He's good at playing a sort of pompous character. And we were handcuffed together for a whole
How did you
episode.
find that?
It was slightly erotic.
Yeah. Well, that gives you more free rein, doesn't it, to perform? If he's doing that kind of character, you could be a bit more silly.
Yeah, like childlike. And so we were handcuffed together. We had to actually do a big stunt together, handcuffed together.
Do you do your own stunts or do you have a double?
I did my own stunt, just one.
Yeah.
Do you know how they got us to do it? They just didn't tell us
What was
until
it?
we got there.
What
we had
was
to
the
jump off
stunt?
like a 60-foot high bridge on wires, and they didn't tell us. They just said, "We're just going to get a shot of you up there." And then
Yeah.
when we were up there, they went, "We're just going to get a
Jump
shot of you
off.
jumping off."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" My knees were knocking like in a cartoon, you know, like in a
It's
Disney
amazing
cartoon.
with telly how they do that, and you go,
Yeah.
just jump off there. You're like, oh, and you feel like if you say no, and everyone's like, oh,
Yeah.
I
it's
know.
let us down.
I looked down and there was quite a lot of stuntmen down there, like a gaggle of stuntmen.
Going like this.
And I thought, that's too many stuntmen for this. This is going to go
But
wrong.
not only that, you know, when you're younger, you don't mind doing stuff
Yeah,
like that.
no.
But when
Fearless.
you're in your 50s and you've got
Yeah.
2 kids,
I know.
a little bit
Luckily,
scary.
none of us are in our 50s.
Obviously, yeah, none of us are in our.
When you're 37 in the prime of your life. And so basically, this coat's so thick, I laid it out on the floor so that if the wire snaps, I'd just bounce back up. But you know what's weird is I was thinking, well, if this goes wrong, obviously Hugh will get the front page in the paper, and I'll
Yeah.
just be a little name in italic.
Yeah, a little footnote.
Don't want to die.
And him from the tent.
It'd be like Hugh Bonneville's gone and
yeah, you'd be
Paddington.
doing the bake-off.
Seamless.
I did love the Bake Off, actually.
You were great on it.
Honestly, I absolutely loved it. Because it is a bit of a nerve-wracking thing.
Did you get
I know
nervous?
You
I was
hosted it,
nervous
no,
when
but
I-
you've been on
yeah.
it as well.
Did you do
Fair
it before you hosted it?
Yeah.
So every time I tell him that I was on Celebrity Stand Up to Cancer Bake Off, he's like, really?
What did you do?
I did chocolate brownies. You know what I did?
I have no
Was
memory
that
of
your
that.
showstopper?
No, that was the first one. My
What-
showstopper was terrible. It was a
what was that?
biscuit. They wanted us to recreate what we wanted to do when we grew up, and I wanted to be a police officer.
Right.
So I did like a police station. It just looked terrible.
Yeah.
Looked like a.
Did you feel like you were auditioning for the
sandcastle.
show at that point?
No, I didn't. I couldn't even find the oven door. I was like, where is it? It's weird.
We moved that around so people can't find it. It's like a cat flap.
Who's on this series?
Wow, we had some good people.
We
didn't
had some great people. Mel B.
Oh yeah, that.
Who was your favourite?
Mel B was good, wasn't she? She was quite scary actually.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
drank a lot of rum.
Oh, that doesn't make her a bad person.
No, it doesn't.
Make her a bad person.
But when you drink 2 bottles,
Yeah. Danny
Legendary.
Dyer on the front.
Oh.
Oh, no, Dan.
Oh,
Danny,
fun.
Danny Dyer was absolutely hilarious. Everything that came out of his mouth.
So funny.
I was crying.
I don't know what it is. It's the accent, isn't it? He
He's
can
so
say something
funny.
really like mundane and boring, and you just start laughing.
Yeah,
It's a little bit like
I'm
you.
going to say, if you've got an accent, you can get away with
And
a
he had a
lot of
tash.
stuff.
He had a bit of a
Yes, he
tash,
did.
didn't he? That he kept.
Yeah.
He said, it's for a role. He kept saying, it's not my usual tash.
Yeah.
He's going, what do you reckon? Bit porny, isn't it?
Yeah, well, what's hilarious, when I was working with him, he had the tash and he went, I'm doing a Disney film. I'm like, oh, things have took a turn for the worse here. What kind of Disney film's this going to be? Get in there, Mickey Mouse. It's like, but I'm looking forward to it because I love him. I'm looking forward to it.
Him and Donald Duck. I can't wait.
How do you think television has changed from when you started out?
Wow. I mean, we did the Mighty Boosh and it was quite a low budget, you know, it was it's BBC Three. So if we wanted a stagecoach in the Mighty Boosh, we'd have to make it out of
Yeah.
balsa wood and then animate it.
Did you make
It would
all
be
your
cardboard.
props?
Yeah.
I think the great thing about making any kind of telly these days is there's not much criticism.
No.
There's no one really speaks about it. You never hear anyone's opinions. You can just do your show, put it on the telly. No one ever speaks about it. Do you feel that sort of weight?
Yeah.
You know, because it's a big comedy series. You've seen the trailer. Are you ready for people going, is that him out the Bake Off? I didn't know he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've had my fair share of ups and downs.
Yeah.
The Boosh, we were quite lucky. It was the first thing we did and people liked it. But we were underdogs then, you know? People didn't really know who we were.
Yeah.
And then once you're in the Bake Off, you're a
You're
sitting.
big time now, ain't you,
you're a
Noel?
Well, you know.
You are.
Luckily, we got Prue and Paul to protect it.
Yeah, we have. Oh, well, we're very excited. The completely made-up adventures of Dick Turpin premieres globally. Globally, can you believe
Wow.
that?
Globally.
Today,
Big
exclusively on Apple TV+.
Love it.
So make sure you tune in. He's really good. I actually saw it.
Have you seen it?
I secretly saw his driver
Did
let
you?
me watch an episode, and he's brilliant.
You've just got his driver sacked live on telly.
Carlos.
Carlos, he ain't going nowhere, Carlos. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Noel.
you.
Noel.